Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Let's fly! Take me up!
Burn it down!
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eve!
Let's ride! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Yeah.
Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? So yeah, today I will try to use actually I did a lot of tests, but still I want to use Escoffier outside Hydro and Cryo, which is actually, you know, like to test her. She's good. I already did another video. Maybe I will post it. I mean, like that Spoil Abyss video, another one with different teammates, because like the one which I posted, actually it's extremely easy. The Chasca, yeah, that team is actually broken because of Furina, because of citlali, all of the Hydro characters. I need another one. I did another one. I'm good, thank you very much. I did another one and the team is like this. So yeah, I put it right here so to get like the stats. So yeah, it's like Isa first is Overload, again Overload the team, and second one is like this one. It's Rosa, not citlali of course, my bad. It's Escoffier. Somehow I put that citlali. Just a second. So yeah, like this one. The Rosa, Escoffier, Shanling and Bennett. So yeah, on the second half, actually it's pretty easy team to use. And yes, you can use at least like, yeah, it's possible. What we can say about Skirk, because Skirk is actually, yes, she is going to be so bad. I mean, like, yeah, you only can use Hydro and Cryo and none of them, like, yeah, at least one. If you use non-Hydro and Cryo, you immediately, like, yeah, that Skirk will become like kind of like maybe Barbara. I mean, like, yeah, in terms of damage, like, extremely low. In terms of damage, like, just extremely low. And that's a problem. Also, like, not only damage, when she mark an enemy, she needs to absorb that, like, it calls like a void rift, something like that. When you have, like, each Hydro and Cryo character adds you one of that. So if you use another characters, then you cannot get one. It definitely decreases your damage. Test out Hydro and Cryo will be interesting. Test out of Hydro. Actually, no. To be honest, you know why? Yeah, testing out like Hydro and Cryo, no, because yes, let's try this team. I haven't tried Newlet team though, because let's say I know it's possible to use with like Just a second. Let's give it a try. I haven't tried New Wallet team. First half again, so yeah, I'm going to use like this one. I like this team a lot. Like, yes. I'm crying about my Chevreuse again, but still. Second team, I used to use like this one. This team is okay. You can use Kazuha instead. It's also okay. But I haven't tried Escoffier. So yeah, let's give it a try like this one. In this case, I'm not going to use Escoffier's burst because, yeah, you don't need to do that. It's, yes. But I assume I need to do rotation something like that. So yeah. Oh no, not like that. Let me just rotation is going to be like that. Usually you use like this one. Yes, let's increase damage of Hydro because we have double. We have double Hydro in this case, and New Wallet is like DPS in this game, like main DPS because of that. And by the way, on the previous team I used, which was Chasca, within that team, my citlali is on TDDS, and I buffed not Chasca but citlali, but Escoffier. Unit time vortex for me. Oh yeah, okay, no problem, dreamers, no problem. All right, so yeah, let me try this one.
Quick as a flash! Let's
rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies!
Hi! You're always coming! It's justice o'clock! Justice will grow faster, stronger! Start!
Light it up! Pyroclastic surge!
Oh, no problem, dreamers, no problem. Like, yeah, enjoy your food, enjoy your meal. Okay, like this one. Yeah, let's increase maybe like, yeah, like Escoffier and xilonen. Actually, it should be different. I should use xilonen after that. So anyway, so yeah, let's.
Behold the abyss.
Time to shine! Bring it! Let the mountain's flames boil! Off to the freezer!
Be sanctified.
Shower me with
The power
A little amuse-bouche! Fierce on the loose!
The truth shall set you free. Bow your head. Hear ye the words of joy. Great.
The mining echo in song! Strike up! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Yeah, damage actually.
Let the mighty be humbled. An oversight on my part. Silence.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive!
Show no fear! A burst of flavor!
Be sanctified.
In this case, actually Emily destroying immediately. In case of Escoffier, yes, it's a little bit like not.
Yoo-hoo! Off to the freezer!
Not that. I mean, like when you use Emily hits that seahorse and destroys the shield. Escoffier, like maybe range is not so great. So yeah.
Yeah! Look out below!
So yeah, I'm low on energy. If you want me to use different teams, guys, just like
Rise with the sun!
just tell me.
Drop your weapons! Control breathing!
On wrath from the skies!
Hi! Yeah! Headbutt! Hi! Yeah! Oof! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Burn it down! Rev the engines!
Headbutt! You asked for it! Faster! Stronger!
Light of the blazing sun!
Hero incoming! Oof! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Charge! Final warning!
Control breathing! On my...
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Look out below! Charge! Yeah! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Rev the engines!
Alright, so yeah, this one is like, yeah, this one is
Bow
about
your head.
Time to shine! Let the mountain's veins boil! A little amuse.
Let the mighty be humble.
this should be quite easy.
Silence.
The damage is really cool.
The tides beckon.
Shower me with praise! A dash of frost!
Bow your head.
Off to the breeze! Strike a pose!
Settle down.
Yeah, you don't even need to do that. I mean, like, maybe, like, switching for Kazuha would be nice. Hey, Ali, how you doing? Hi, Yoni. How you doing, guys? So, yeah, I'm just trying to use New Bullet. Yeah, like, it's kind of cheating. You know, using Escoffier on the second half. But, yeah. I'm going to use, like, another characters. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah! Hut! Justice will prevail! Faster! Stronger!
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Hero incoming! Oof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Charge! Yeah! Drop your weapons! Quick as a flash!
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies!
Yeah! Look out below! Charge! Oof! Hut! Hands...
Hey, Rat, Arlecchino, Xilonen, Kazuha Bennett goes crazy on first half. Arlecchino, Xilonen, Kazuha... Yeah, that's true. Hey, Peggy, how are you doing? How are you doing, Lau? Yes, that's true. Like, Arlecchino, Xilonen, like, Kazuha, yeah, that's actually a crazy team. Yeah, you can do that. The only problem is, you know what? Kazuha, it's better to use not Kazuha, but Sucrose instead of Kazuha, because you know why? Yes, Kazuha might be useful against on a second chamber, but against this Cryo dude, Sucrose is better. But yeah, this team is great.
Bow your head.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo bring it! Letting brave names echo! A dash of frost!
Let the mighty be
Let's have
humble.
I don't know why damage is like...
Settle down.
Time to shine! Off to the breather! Goose on the loose!
Silence. The tides.
So they have like resistance by the way. And I do like about like 60k damage. That's crazy.
Settle down.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song. Let the mountain's veins boil. A dash of frost.
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
It's like it's super easy. I would like the copy of Navia. Why? Hey Andy, how are you doing? Hey Andy, how are you doing, Andy? But Hoya don't give me. You want like one? Oh, you want Navia 55, 80. Wow, I don't know. Because I don't know how to count pity. Oh, you don't know how to count pity. It's actually easy. Let me show you. It's not so difficult. You just need to check your history. Go to the like wishing menu. Check your history. Like it depends which banners you in. But premium banners has the same history list. Weapon banners is different, and this one is different as well. If you have Chronicle Wish, it's completely different. But in any case, if you click this button, you can check, you can choose anything you want. So yeah, for example, like Chronicle Wish for me, you can choose like no wise wishes, you can choose permanent. Why permanent is like the one which is like it's a standard one, and you can use character event wish. How you need to count that? I know, but I don't know how to count PD. Oh, okay, no problem. We can just count like, okay, so it's going like that. You just check what last characters you got. For example, let me just show you last one before Escoffier. I got standard one. Like it's might be like Diluc, Kichink, Chichi, Jin, Mona, Tignari, Dia, or Mizuki. One of 8 characters. If you get one of 8 characters now, it means you got you lost 50-50. And yeah, next one is guaranteed. Let me just show you. Just a second. So yeah. Like after Varisa, I got Dia. So yeah, after Varisa, my guaranteed like kinda nullified. And you are on 50-50 again. If you win 50-50, you get one of the premium characters, either Navia or like Escoffier in this case. If you lose, then you get like Dia or any other like 7 characters. I lost, that's why Dia is here, but next one is guaranteed again. You usually need to spend about like, you get 5-star within 90 pulls. It's kind of like the max you can spend. You cannot get more than that. It's 4 characters. It's 90 pulls, but your PD starts at 87. For example, like I got just a second. So yeah, I got Dia at 77s, but Escoffier at 79s. So yeah, within 90 pulls, you can get at least one 5-star characters. So it's not so difficult. You just need to count like how many, like each page contains like of 5, and you can just like do little math, and you can get like how many you spent, you know? You also can, if I'm not mistaken, there's a couple websites, you can export this data, and it gives you some like, you know, like some like graphics, etc., something like that. Pretty useful, I would say. Hey Zora, how are you doing? Oh yeah, you can check it like, you know, like Lau, you can check it like what was the last character for you. If it was one of the 8 standard characters, then yes, next one is guaranteed. What's going on, Vortex? Like, what are you discussing? Oh, it's about like, yeah, Navia Constellation 1 is not that good. No, like most likely, I assume that Lau doesn't have Navia at all. So yeah. Like, and like needs 1 copy means like only 1 copy, you know? It's not about Constellation, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I still wouldn't say like Navia without Constellation is still like pretty great. Escoffier Constellation 1 is, yes, Escoffier Constellation 1 is broken as hell, and you know what? Escoffier Constellation 1 will increase that's Skirk damage by a lot. And yes, about Skirk, guys. She's disgusting. You know why? You cannot use any other characters on your team. Even if, let's say like that. Even if you use Constellation 3 xilonen, your damage will be low than with maybe another Hydro and Cryo characters, you know? That's ridiculous. And know why is that? Because she creates low void drifts, she can absorb low, low amount of void drift, and it's like let's say like damage a lot, just like crazy. She's not like Newlet. Newlet in this case, but we discussed that yesterday. Newlet like that, you can. Let me do the test, by the way. You know what? Let's do the test. We have neutral. Let's do a couple tests, if you don't mind. What do you think? Should I pull Coffee? Andy, about Coffee, if you ask me, Escoffier is going to be best supportive character for Skirk and future Cryo and Hydro DPS characters for sure. It's like, you know, like no doubt about that. Should you go for her or go for Skirk? It depends. If you have like, let's say, limited amount of primogems and you cannot get both of them, I would say go for Skirk. You know why? Even though Skirk damage will be low without Escoffier, her damage is still will be high enough to be top 5 DPS. You know? Even without Escoffier. Because her damage is crazy, real. You can use other characters. You can use, by the way, what characters you can use, guys? If you have Furina, you can use Furina, you can use, for example, Yelan, you can use Charlotte with Tidirias, and you can use Skirk. It's not a bad team, yes. Or Citlali, for example. You can go Citlali instead of, like, for example, Yelan. It's also good. So yeah, like, we have some options. We definitely have options. The point is, yes, Escoffier is the best supportive character for her.
Long ago.
Just
I allowed
very
myself
best.
to be led by
And
the whispers
4%
of the
Ayaka, I
abyss.
think.
Surviving is
Escoffier
tough.
is like 30% damage
Taming the
increase to
beast,
Skirk teams, I
tougher.
believe, and 40% for... Yes, kind of like that. Maybe numbers, Escoffier, like, yeah, about 30-35%. It's not 40 exactly, right? That's true. It's about 30%, but that's a lot. It's a hell amount of damage, you know? 30%, that's a lot. But it's still, even without Escoffier, Skirk damage is enough to be top 5 DPS. She's so powerful, you know? She's really powerful. She is pretty fluid, I mean, like, smooth in terms of rotation. And she has 2 different play styles. So yeah, the only problem with Skirk, you need to play her within Cryo and Hydro characters. That's it. You cannot use any other characters, even if you have Constellation 3 xilonen, just imagine. Because Constellation 3 xilonen gives you 46% rush rate, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's increased her level by 3, it's not going to be 36 now, it's going to be 45. So yeah, that's crazy. Just imagine how powerful, like how like disgusting she is. I mean, like in terms of that kit. That's crazy. Hey Griffiths, how are you doing? Yeah, I have 0 pulls on 50-50, not guys. Oh yeah, like Andy, if that, then go for Skirk. You know why? I like, as you know, guys, I always like supportive characters in this game better. But the problem is we are going to get new Spilabis, and Escoffier will get her rerun within 4 patches, you know? And I assume that going get DPS character, Hydro DPS character now would be way more beneficial for your account than Escoffier. Even though Escoffier is crazy, you know? For real. Because like, Skirk can be played without Escoffier for sure. She will get enough damage, and she will going to be powerful enough. Escoffier actually buff more than Shenhe. Escoffier more, yeah, like, but yeah, it's not even like, let's say like that. Like Shenhe buffs a little bit differently. She's not like Escoffier, but yeah, Escoffier buffs better than Shenhe. Maybe slightly, you know what? But it depends on character. Maybe yes. Like if you compare, let's say like that. If you compare Ayaka, Shenhe, and Ayaka, Escoffier like gives more to Ayaka teams. That's for sure. Ayaka, solo, Skirk. Oh yeah, maybe. We now just need a good Natlan Hydra support to just break Skirk from Genshin meta. Oh, actually, you know, like Griffith, if you ask me, we're going to get Dahlia, and that Dahlia is going to be not a bad addition for Skirk. And you know what? If you don't have Yelan, for example, you can use Dahlia. Dahlia gives you shield, and if you get shield, you can use this weapon, which is actually, if I'm not mistaken, so couple calculation. This one is the best 4-star weapon for Skirk. Like if you under the shield, and if a Dahlia shield is powerful enough and can absorb like hydro damage by 250%, etc. You know, like that complicated like description of this of that skill, then definitely this weapon is great, like extremely crazy, because it's not only gives you attack and also gives you like normal. Unfortunately, it's not for burst, because she can be in two different play styles. It's only for normal attack, but normal attacks, it's her main damage source. I mean, like Skirk. I'm doing everything just to get Escoffier too. Yeah, I wish you best of luck. And you know what? I actually didn't know you don't have. That's why you want me to do so many tests with Ayaka. I just realized that yesterday. I was like, why Rat asked me to do all of these tests with Ayaka when he has Ayaka? Because yeah, I got it now. And by the way, about, oh yeah, maybe you missed that. Maybe you missed that chest. I mean, I don't know, but still, at least like, you know, like five primogems is 5 primogems. In any case, that chest is within Chenyu Whale. If you just a second. And it's within like this place right here, the Lulu rock. If you haven't touched it yet, you know, like there's 3 rocks and they're invisible unless you approach them. If you haven't touched them, like, yeah, you can get, I don't know, it's about like at least something, you know. Just check this place, the Lulu rock. It calls like, it's kind of like, yeah, hidden chest or something. I can do the video, by the way, if you want me to, guys. If you man Coco God, Shenhe will be the best. Coco God Shenhe. Oh yes, like you mean like, you know what's the problem with Shenhe, to be honest? When she is at Constellation 0, she buffs only 5 hits, if I'm not mistaken, normal or charge, something like that, which is actually super low, you know? In case of, by the way, I will do the video like Spile Abyss video, and I used like this team on the second half. If you remember, like I made another one, which was like Furina, Citlali, Escoffier, and Chasca. But I used like this team. It's kind of like, you know, like, and just imagine like it's only because of Escoffier. This team is like was possible to clear that second half, like all of the second halves. I will post the video tomorrow. So yeah, it's not so difficult, but the damage is really, really great. Even though I put it one pyro character. The point is, Escoffier in general can be used outside Hydro and Cryo, and because of pyro melt, and you can get crazy amount of damage. Like, yeah, you can use that. By the way, you can use Arlecchino if you don't like Shanling. Because why Shanling? Because in this case, my Rosa is on Cinder City, and I use Rosa as a main DPS, you know? So yeah. But you can use Arlecchino. Arlecchino is also great with Escoffier. Extremely great. Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Better to go for Natlan craftable weapon? It's better. Actually, no, Rat. A craftable weapon is not. You know why? Let me say you something. If I'm not mistaken, this weapon is better than craftable one. But the point is, you need to be under the shield. Another point for that weapon, you need 5 billets. So if you don't have them, you need R5, definitely, you know. If you don't have them, it might cost you something, you know. So yeah, but it's up to you guys. I mean, like, it's by the way, at the moment, it depends on Dahlia's shield. But we have another shielders, which is Lila. So you can use Lila instead. Or you can use Citlali instead. Citlali in this case might be extremely useful. Okay, Ali, bye-bye. Thanks for joining. My friend uses Cinnabar for xilonen. What Cinnabar? Oh yeah, you can use Lao. You can use that weapon. You mean like, but you know what? Cinnabar, that's okay weapon. But this weapon for xilonen is better. You know why? If you compare with Cinnabar, as you know, event weapon. Cinnabar increase elemental skill damage, which is completely useless for xilonen. completely useless. But even if it's R5, it's increased like skill damage, which is actually not so good. But this one, which is craftable one, even if you use only R1, that weapon gives you more, because like using an elemental skill increase defense by 16 for 15 seconds. So let's say like that, if you low on defense a little bit, you just can get it, and you like as you know, like her healing ability scales on defense. So yeah, so let's say like R1 is better than R5's Cinnabar. But it's the only 4-star sword I have. That's alright, like Lao. I mean, like, craftable definitely weapon for Natlan. For Natlan? I mean, yes, maybe. Gotta go, have a great... Okay, and thank you very much for joining. It's being new. No, I haven't been crafting for ages. We are talking about, like, Cinnabars kind of with Natlan
I'm a little
crafting.
out of practice
Oh,
these
okay,
days.
like, yeah, right. In this case, yes, my
Any
bad. I
conflicts
just messed
around?
up. I
I'm
thought
in
like
the mood
it's
for
like
some peacemaking.
in this case, yes, craftable is better. Yeah, I agree with like craftable. You know why? Again, like it gives you additional defense. That's why. Cinnabar is not bad option, but this one is better. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, you need to craft that one. They give us for free claymore, polearm, and bow, and yes, and catalyst. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? I don't have that weapon, the albedo. For real, it's not possible. I don't. For real, Lucas, that weapon, Cinnabar, it was event weapon, and you know what? That was maybe one of the best events in the game. For real, that event was just crazy event. Cinnabar, it's just, yeah, this weapon is crazy on him because yeah, it's increased skill damage, like off defense. And by the way, albedo is the only one. We got, by the way, you know what? We got like that weapon, which is Cinnabar, and also we got another one with albedo as well back then, which was Festing Desire. It also was within albedo's event. So both of this weapon, kinda, you can say, not a signature weapons, but yes, made for albedo, I would say, like that. So yeah, we got both of them within albedo's events. Use Skyrider's sword instead of prototype. Okay. This event was so good. Oh, you mean like albedo's event? Oh yeah, you most likely, yes, like right. You just like you OG player, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you remember that event was so crazy, insanely crazy event. Okay, bye bye, Lau, bye bye. Oh yeah, how are you doing, Vicar? How are you doing? Yes, it's a huge amount of time actually. You just like, yeah, you just, how are you doing? Okay, like I missed your chat, like you and okay. Okay, sorry, okay, just I will find it. How are you doing, Vicar? So yeah, that was a hell amount of time, to be honest. It was like kinda like huge amount of time. Alright guys, so yeah, let me try now, maybe, you know, oh yeah, let me do some test. You know which test? Let me try new wallet, but with maybe citlali and no. Let me do the test, like how new wallet can that passive, which is gives you that stacks, works with and without Escoffier. Actually, it's yeah, it's just a second, and let's go citlali, because you know why? You can get stack from an enemy.
Ready to spice things up.
The Wicked Luck Project. Good news, we're growing our garden and helping other neighbors. Like bad news, I haven't touched Genshin in so many months. I burn out. That's alright. I mean, like at least you're like, let's say like that, your business is going well. It's like it's the most important part, because you know, like Genshin is just a game. Who cares about that? I love Golden Apple Archipelago event, especially first. Oh yeah, that's a events, like yeah, like you know, like right. If you ask me, I don't like that events. You know what's the problem with those events? They're not permanent, And because of that, you need to finish all of the map like within 42 days. That was actually annoying as hell, especially for me, because usually I keep something to the end, you know, like to do something in the game. Yeah, that was super annoying. But yeah, I agree that archipelago was crazy in terms of like puzzles, yeah, chests, etc., something like that, and events was really cool. Alright, so yeah, let's guys do some, as you know guys, so yeah, let me fight against like this boss, which is actually, if I'm not mistaken, is neutral, right? Let's find someone which is, yeah, this one. Maybe. There's one 3-star weapon, the one that Kazuha uses in his trailer, and at R5 hits with 400 crit damage. I mean, like, yes, 400 crit damage. It's maybe, but you know what's the point is, like, for Kazuha, we have like weapon which is 3-star weapon, but it's the only one. It's a black sword, if I'm not mistaken. Just let me, by the way, it's a super rare weapon. And if you have 2 copies, we only have 2 copies of this weapon. This one, oh yeah, dark iron sword. It's the only, I don't know if it's like this one, but it's not. We have only 2 copies of this one. If you talk about like something which, maybe it's 3-star weapon, 400k for real. I don't know about that. My major issue with Genshin is mostly the ground up social feeling or sort of liking. 75% players I like toxic in general at R50, just my opinion. Oh, toxic? Yeah, I don't know actually. You know why? Because let's say like that, like within chat we have like 60, like level 60, adventure and 60 players, like pretty normal. Like yeah, maybe in some cases. You know what's the problem? It's not their problem, to be honest. Sometimes, you know, like Genshin, maybe, I don't know what to say. You mean like, yeah, like it's not helping each other, something like that. Yes, I noticed that as well. Yeah, high ranking levels usually like bad. But what I noticed actually, it also depends on regions, to be honest, for real. I fell so asleep last night, like, and I couldn't do the dailies yet. Oh, but you actually, you know, like, if you can do dailies, what you can do, you can just actually grab the, or like now it's possible to do like this stuff. If I'm not mistaken, you can do like something like that. You go right here, and you can, yeah, you can grab all of the stuff immediately. I don't use this function, but you just need to open couple chests, if I'm not mistaken, and that's it. You can grab all of them with one click. It's commissions tab. Socialize, okay. Yeah, I know like many players like, actually yes, that's true. Okay, don't get me wrong, but that's true. But it also depends on region. I noticed that different regions like kind of different behavior. This one is Electro, right? And it gives me some, if I'm not mistaken, oh no, he is initially not Electro. Let's try this one, this boss. You know what I want to do? I want to just try how much damage I can get
here is some sort of an assassination
within this team. With or without Escoffier, it doesn't matter so much. And in a, like another, oh yeah, I need to use Escoffier. He's not Electro, right?
A little elusive.
So 2k, right?
Let the mighty be humble.
Yeah, it's 22.6. Like now, let's try another one. Now let's try like crab boss. You know what the point is? The point is, if you remember, guys, I told you that this new bullet stacks depends on the enemy, but Skirk is completely different. You know why? With new bullet you can get like this passive because it's only about reaction, but with Skirk is completely different. If you have at least one non-cryo or hydro character, you cannot create void rift, additional void rift. You can create only 3 at max. You cannot create 3 at max. On the field, at the same time, there can be only 3 at max. So yeah, maximum 3 void rifts. Oh, sorry guys, I missed some chats. Like Yoni also asked me something, but I somehow missed that and I couldn't find it. There's one 3-star weapon. Oh yeah. I mostly do stuff solo. You know, guys, don't get me wrong, but usually, like, let's say I do the same. That's why I like Genshin a lot. Because co-oping, I don't like co-oping so much. I like to help, like, guys, if they, like, let's say like that, I have, like, friendlies. So yeah, if someone, like, asks me, so yes. But in general, I kind of, like, yeah, like, try to play this game alone. Not gonna lie. So yeah, we can, like, that's a good old gamer. I love games where like it take 18 people to come for real. Oh my god, that's crazy. 18 people together. I'm not socializing in Genshin unless people. Oh yeah, me too. Like Lucas, the same as here, to be honest. But in Genshin it's not that good. Genshin is honestly prefer to be stuff like yeah, solo. I agree with you, and that's why I like Genshin. All right, so yeah, let's try this one now. That was 22.
Settle down.
Adaptive frost!
Oh my god, I just like... Just a second. But it's even less than... Oh yeah, I know why it's that. It's because like it's a shield, my bad. My bad, it's shield, that's why.
Silence.
Oh, it's the same damage. 22, 6, okay. It's the same damage. That's interesting. Maybe I do something wrong, because you can get the same, maybe yes. Oh, just a second. I need to do it again. I messed up maybe. Just a second. Yoni, can I show you something cool with FU? Yes, of course you can, Yoni, no problem. You want to join my vault or you want me to join? Genshin doesn't give the same feeling while playing. Yes, in single mode is way better if you ask me. You only know if you want me to coping, yes, or like no problem. It's up to, like just say me. Just say. I don't think I ever spent money to get Genesis Crystal unless I wanted to get skin or something. Oh, about that, like it's yes, like you know, like let's say like that. I don't buy any crystals to be honest. But yeah, it depends. Like if you like, I know players who are free to play. Like let's say like that. Don't spend money on the game. I mean on wishes, but definitely get some skins. I know the players. I love Genshin, just I don't like it. Okay, it's... Oh, let me know when I can... Oh, you want to join? No problem. Just a second, let me do this test real quick. I forgot about shield. Let me first destroy that shield.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Now...
Silence!
Up to the freezer!
No, it's the same damage actually. 22-ish something, so it's the same amount of stacks, so... Okay, but yeah, you definitely can get it. Maybe I do something wrong. Most likely I do something wrong. You definitely can get it. Maybe with swirl you can get it, you know, but the problem is you cannot use some swirl. Yoni, no problem, just like here. Just give it a try, Yoni. I will look. I mean, like, sure, if that's what you like. Right. If they release all bikini skins, I'll come back. Yeah, actually, yeah, you know, like it's definitely like all of the players will do the same. Not gonna lie, because yeah, skins in this game, like yeah, they bring something special. That's true. Not gonna lie. Of course, it's like skins for like let's say waifus. If I'm being serious, for skins, there are people that do amazing artwork. Oh yeah, like... Oh, you mean like yes? That's why like that's by the way, that's why this skin is still cost so high price. I mean like, oh yeah, characters outfit. This one, it's super detailed actually. You know, if you compare with previous one, it's literally nothing. But this one is crazy. I also like Nilo's skin. It's also pretty good because like yeah. But I like old more, but yeah, this one is also cool. Okay, let's just a second. Let me check what uniform. Oh, die. Okay. Like that's interesting. Would be nice, Yoni, if you tell me what should I do.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Damn, bro. That is crazy. Look at that. Okay, let me just, yeah, I got it. My bad. I just don't like community skins. Okay, that was nice actually, yeah. Huh. Okay, no energy. Yeah, so crazy. That's true. That's crazy actually. I didn't expect that. Actually, you know what? You know why? We have so many like small I would say
Come a
not
little
glitches,
closer.
but some like crazy, you know, behavior of like skills, because all of them are like completely like different. So yeah, and I don't think like it's actually you can say that this is a glitch, you know, but I don't think like Hoyo will fix that. Oh, by the way, guys, don't forget about fix on Verisa. They fixed Verisa, by the way. Verisa now deals more damage, and you know why is that? If you know, like she had a problem with that passive.
Melusines are
This
beautiful
one.
creatures. They are
So
the
yeah,
pride
if you
of
do like
hunting.
fast
Be sure
plunging,
to be
first
friendly,
plunging, you lose this buff.
cause
Now
them
it
no
works
harm.
because damage is actually crazy. You just don't like community skins. Hoyo skins are super good. Yeah, that's true. Imagine 3 Escoffiers and like 1 laser burst. What? Okay. The one saying Genshin help me is how to use VSD movement. It's opened a lot of games. VSD, you mean like, oh yeah, like games for up like to me like touch and like ROK for real? Oh,
Flavor.
thank you very much, Johnny. I will try to do it on a video, by the way, because yeah, it's actually cool gold trick. Thank you very much for that. Maybe yeah, I will do a short video about that. Yes, like you mean like that keyboard? I didn't know that you always use like that like arrows. So yeah, it's kind of yeah. The W ACD, it's like ASD. It's like the most kind of like, you know why is that? Because like yeah, all of the key like keys, it's like around that, and you can like let's say you can attach like anything you want. So yeah, it's way more comfortable to play. Okay, so like yeah, well, what looks like congratulations today, many. Yeah, like Wicker is actually like yeah, Wicker like joins the stream like for like I would say Wicker is one of the first one. I just yeah, but yeah, he's just like sometimes like you know like yeah, let's say like that. Like it's just a game. So yeah, if you can join, just join. Like if you have your own like something to do, like yeah, it's completely okay. But Wicker joined the stream a lot. I don't even have arrows on my current kill for real. That's crazy. Using arrows in 2025 is crazy. I mean, no, like guys, it's not like that. Let's say like that. Like most likely, let's say if you OG player, actually using arrows is not so something crazy, because I know many players who still use that arrows. Believe me or not. And you know what? So yeah, like in any case, it's kind of like, yeah, it's about like preferences. Alright, so yeah guys, let me do some domain and let's try another teams. I want to try maybe, you know, like the problem is, since cryo, like it's like since Escoffier is cryo, but not any other element, we don't have so many options. I mean, like the best option is pyro. Using electro is not a great idea, as you know guys, so yeah, it's about like superconduct. Using dendro, it's also not a great idea. So yeah, the only options, like let's say if you want to use outside cryo and hydro teams, we can use maybe Anemo. Oh yeah, I want to check Sucrose within that team, if you don't mind. Let me try this one first. When I was a child, like I used to play GTA Vice City and San Andreas with arrow buttons. Yeah, actually that's true. I think randomly, like 3 months ago, joined the stream. But we were doing like Hyperbloom comp and Abyss. And because I'm regular, like months ago I said, oh yeah, maybe yes. I played San Andreas, but I don't. Alright, so yeah, let me try to do Yoni, you had a question, I missed that. So yeah, like just like you know, sometimes guys, sometimes the chat is the same color and I just, when it's like a lot of chats, I can miss some. So yeah, don't get me wrong. So what was your question, Yoni? Let me try. I like Verisa team. And you know what guys, I recently heard that Verisa is actually in this game one of the best DPS. I didn't know that. And by the way, my Verisa is top 2. I also didn't know that. I recently checked that Akasha. I don't like Akasha stuff, to be honest, because it's kinda, it's not a fake, but it's calculate your damage according to your artifacts, you know, but it's not a real damage. Yes, the higher you are within that Akasha list, the better is damage, that's true, but when you are within 1 and 2%, you can say that it's kind of questionable, you know?
All right, team, let's move it out.
What it like explains, test and compares. I couldn't ask for, but... Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vicar. The hell is think? Please let me how to play in a serious man. How to use items correctly, my damage output. I wanted to ask you if you think I should get a Skirk weapon. Oh, about Skirk weapon. It's actually a good question. You know why? Guys, the point is, I maybe wouldn't suggest you to go for a weapon immediately. And the main reason why is this weapon, which is actually crazy. If you have citlali, I would say, let's say like that, the team like Skirk, citlali, Escoffier and Furina with this weapon, it's going crazy. You know why? That shield which citlali gives you is more than enough to do full Skirk rotation, because Skirk rotation is 12 seconds. Citlali's shield, it's actually if you do some dodge, and if you notice that Skirk, when she's doing normal attack, she's doing some dodge. I mean, like she's kind of like hovering over the, like hovering, and you can do some dodge. You can like skip some damage maybe, you know? The point is, even if you don't have huge amount of elemental mastery, you still can keep that shield for 12 seconds. And duration of that, it's actually 12 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, it's proper 20 seconds, but shield, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, if you use her burst, it's 12 seconds. So you can actually use that weapon completely with no problems, you know? That's the point. Because other characters might be a little bit bad on that weapon because of duration of shield. But with Skirk, since her rotation is 12 seconds, no more than that, that weapon might be good. That's why it's still questionable. I want to get that weapon as well. Definitely 5-star weapon is better than this 4-star. Definitely, because it gives you crit rate. Because let's say like that, with this weapon, you need to do some adjustment to your build. You know, definitely. But again, this weapon might be extremely good. I wanted to ask if you should get. For me, if you ask me, Yoni, I definitely will go. Let's say like that. I want to go for a weapon. I hope Skork is going to be alongside mavuika. You know why? I mean, like, it's better to get second. It's better to get second mavuika's weapon rather than getting mualani's weapon, because they can put mualani alongside Skork. That's a problem. That might be a problem for me. So yeah, I would rather get like second copy of this one, because this weapon is crazy. For real, it's like extremely flexible. Then yes, like I don't have mualani and I don't know, like let's say like that. Maybe I can use it on Newlet, but it's not a great option. Newlet is completely different character. No, for real, like Vicar. Final of the Deep Armor is crazy craftable option. Oh yeah, that's true. Like right, like I just like, let's say that if you compare, if I'm not mistaken, this weapon is slightly better. I mean, like this one is slightly better than Finale of the Deep. Slightly, because you know why? It not only gives you attack, it also gives you normal attack damage, and also gives you crit rate on your normal charge attacks, you know? So yeah, let's say like that. If you low on crit rate, let's say, let me show you my build, for example. My build at the moment, it's kind of like not with a great amount of crit rate, right? But if you add 16, it's going to be 69, kind of reasonable. Not a crazy amount, but kind of reasonable, you know? So the point is, if you have 50 or something like that, you can use that weapon. You don't need that crit rate so much, you know? Like, at least you can get something out of that weapon. That's why this weapon is, in my opinion, better than like craftable, like Fontaine craftable one. Because 16 crit rate is like actually pretty good amount of crit rate. Finale of the Deep can be compared with Mistsplitter Red. Mistsplitter, yes, like... Oh yeah, maybe like 5%, yeah, I will be happy either way of the, hey, it's mualani or more. Yeah, for you, definitely that, like that, Yoni. Because you have mualani, and you definitely will go for Skork. About the weapon, I maybe will wait for a couple days, but I want to get that weapon as well. If I will be lucky enough, I mean like Skork's weapon, you know? Because yeah, like that weapon definitely will just like, yeah, just imagine like it gives attack buff, it gives you crit rate passive, and it also gives you 40% crit damage. So yeah, when you are within enhanced state. Vortex, I have work to do for it, like we are installing a double siding glass door as a container house. I have to cut through still. Oh my god.
My parents always say,
no
matter how busy life gets,
still.
you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you
like,
get
yeah,
hungry.
like just like yeah.
What I like to do is
I
stack
usually
my plate
like
up
stream
high,
every day, as you know,
then
like Wicker.
squash
So
it
yeah,
all
you can
down.
join anytime you want. Like yeah.
Take a deep breath.
And thanks for
and
joining.
wolf it down in one go. That way, I get to eat my fill without wasting too much time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for that 50-50. Yeah, that 50-50 is actually, you know, like it's a way of like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's always like kind of, oh yeah, I can, what if I lose 50-50 or something like that. This game is gacha game, but you can do nothing about that. Dahlia plus Skork, and you can actually use Calamity with... Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot about that. Dahlia is also a shielder. I completely forgot about Dahlia, that's true. And by the way, we still don't know like how Dahlia is going to be. I mean, like his shield is scales on attack or elemental mastery, or... Actually, we can check, just a second. We have some info about Dahlia. Just a second, guys. I completely forgot about that. And by the way, Dahlia is going to be a 4-star within Skork. And you can get that characters. And it's literally for free. The only problem is you need to farm new mats. It's the only problem for Dahlia. Oh yeah, we have something about Dahlia. Just a second, guys. Oh, most likely if like he has bonus HP. If his shield scales on HP, that's crazy actually. Just a second, guys, let me check that. Skill damage, shield protection damage, yeah. His shield scales on HP, guys. That's crazy. And protection duration's 12 seconds. That's insane. And cooldown 15 seconds. Or good character, not gonna lie. It's a good, great character because like yeah, you can get like getting HP is good. The only problem is weapon. Because as you know guys, we don't have free to play HP weapon. The only option we have for 4 stars is this one. And it's not free to play. You need to wish for this weapon. I was lucky enough to get like 2 copies. And I did a crime. I refined it. I don't know why, but I did it. Hey, welcome back, Dreamers, welcome back. If I get mualani, I will probably put new wallet weapon for her, and my Verisa will be stuck to Kagura. Yeah, Kagura good weapon for Verisa, by the way. You know,
There's a lot that goes into managing
because
an
you
orchard.
use that skill, and she
Watering,
can
weeding,
like
fertilizing
fully
the soil,
utilize
making sure
that
the temperature is
3
right.
stacks. I mean, like 3 hits within 12 seconds.
You have to keep the fruit in a good mood. You asked for it.
Let's get it on!
Faster, stronger.
Charge!
Yeah! Headbutt. You're always coming.
Oh yeah, by the way guys, you know what? Recently I read that we are going to get new icon, like this one, vision view, for Skirk. It will be completely new one. It's not going to be any of the existing. So yeah, she is going to be like from completely different like region, something like that. So just keep that in mind. It's new. It's going to be new vision for her, like that icon vision. Let me check how they call it. A vision holder. Yeah. In a single target enemies, Mualani is my favorite character. Single target enemies, yeah, like let's say like that. I mean, we still have pretty good DPSs, but Mualani is powerful. I mean, like you know, guys, I never said that Mualani is like bad or something. She's a little bit clumsy, yes, difficult to use, but when it comes to damage and you need to do a couple tries, her damage is crazy. And especially we now have Mavuika who can buff her. I don't have any hydro beside me. Oh, for real, only Nilo. That's crazy. I didn't know that. No Yelan, for real. No Yelan. Oh my god. That's tough, actually. Yeah, another story. Let me show you something. Yesterday, at the end of the stream, like after the stream, I tried. If Zoro is here, it's great. I tried to get cryo damage goblet, and I used a couple of more. What I have them. So yeah, that was the best one what I get, 22 crit damage. I also get like this one, which is actually cool, but I want to get more crit damage. I also get like this one, and the last one was this one. So yeah, all of them are pretty useful, and this one as well. So yeah, 5, let's say, completely nothing, unfortunately. So yeah. You would play in Nilo Furina, Yelan Xilonen. Yeah, maybe I would use her for a bit. Nilo mostly it's like, you know what's the problem with a Nilo? You need to use her within Dendro and Hydro, you know that. That's a problem. That's another problem. And also, like, even though she is pretty good Hydro application, that Hydro application is mostly for that bountiful course, you know, for Dendro, to create that bountiful course, only like that, but only because of that. That's a little bit problem, I would say, you know. You still can use her as a DPS, but let's say Yelan is better, and Yelan is way more flexible, if you ask me. For you mean like existing one? This one, yes. This one you can use this team. I'm not sure there's like a just leaks.
We mercs have
Who
one
go-
simple
Alley.
rule.
I think they're
Whoever
gonna
pays the
fight
most
insane.
is
Just
your
for
new
oh yeah,
boss.
if you hear like yeah, I spent like a couple of my cryo stuff, and yes, I failed unfortunately. Yes, need to wait for future maybe luck on in domains. And also, I still haven't used my elixirs. You know why? I will keep, because what's the problem is, I still couldn't get any sand attack. And if you remember, guys, I told you how difficult to get attack sand, elemental mastery sand, HP sand, if you need to get, like, yes, it still depends. But yeah, I haven't spent any. Maybe I will try to get one for Skirk. We'll see, like flower or plume. And yes, this one is like, yeah, I have none of them. Elemental mastery one and energy recharge. That's it, what I got, like within a month, just imagine. Okay, so yeah, let's do some Nilo Furina Yelenshin actually works pretty good for me. Vortex, my luck is passed on to you. Okay, okay, thank you very much. Alright. That Scorpio. Yeah, about the damage, by the way, guys, about the Scorp damage, we already have like the like Constellation 0 damage, and the damage is pretty decent, you know. I was talking about like without energy recharge. Oh, I see now, without energy recharge. Okay. Nilo Furina official Xilonen seems crazy for it. Yes, but you know what's, yes, you can maybe, but Nilo mostly maybe. I don't have Nilo. Maybe yes. What? How is that possible that you just missed like Nurwillet? Nurwillet is actually Nurwillet. Nurwillet is actually a crazy character, you know? Just insanely powerful one. Alright, so yeah. Let's try to use Xilonen. Or, oh, Sucrose. Yeah. Let's go like this, team, if you don't mind. So yeah, it's going to be like, so if you notice, like I did a video with Chasca, but that team was just bad. I mean, like extremely powerful. But let's go like this, team. This one, Escoffier Furina. First one is going to be like, again. So yeah, rotation is going to be, in this case, I would say, yeah, I'm going to buff maybe my, just a second. Yeah, my, she's on TDDS and citlali on TDS as well. So yeah, I attack for citlali is not so. Anyway, I will on, yes, let me switch. Let me switch the weapon. So yeah, it's better to switch, because it makes no sense to do that. About, by the way, about Spile Abyss without energy recharge. As you know, guys, we have some info about that new upcoming Spile Abyss in 5.7. It's going to be like first 3 floors, which gives you they gives you the floors gives you primogems up to 450. They're going to be the same like this one, maybe like floor 11, something like that, 11, 12, you know. But starting from floor 4, 5th and 6th, they're crazy as hell. 4 is going to be difficult, but 5th and 6th, I assume it's for whales. You know, like you need like pretty good characters to like finish that one.
Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it.
I know, like Newlet. That's
so,
why. Oh, okay.
Wanna train with me sometime?
Oh, it's boring. It's actually not boring, but yes, actually it's boring. I agree with you. It's actually super boring because what you do, it's just like use skill, get interrupted, then use burst, just get another interrupted, and it's super boring, believe me. Sometimes it's boring, that's true. That's habit for me for like something, or maybe. Well, I pulled conserve one for damage, but I don't know, it's worse. Yes, definitely. Like, yeah, like, you know, like a rat never maybe, like, let's say like that. If you're talking about Hydro DPS, New Wallet is kind of like #1 because it's extremely flexible and easy to use. It's just like, yeah, even Mualani cannot, let's say like that. Mualani in terms of damage, yes, better, that's true. But when it comes to flexibility, New Wallet is just crazy. Badass characters. I have completed every hologram challenge max. Oh, that's in Wuthering Waves. That's crazy. Actually, I cannot. It took like 2 hours for real. Hologram challenge max level. Hologram, you mean like Wuthering Waves, right? If that's crazy, because like I still need to do all of them. For me, it's difficult, to be honest. I'm a little lazy, and Wuthering Waves is like I'm super casual in that game. Level 100. I have started today and like completed. Oh my, for real. The only boss which was like extremely difficult is Cartesia. But I imagine Cartesia is difficult. Yes, Cartesia is at level 90 is super difficult. Just like oh, Carlotta. I'm waiting for Carlotta workers. Oh, you mean yes, like you know, like Dreamers. I wait, like yeah, Carlotta. Like as I mentioned, so yeah, I have Shinhua. I like Shinhua a lot because she's crazy, but yeah, she has some problems. Carlotta in this case may be better. Well, I need you review my Carlotta's build. She's probably top 1 for real. If so, like yeah, Zora. Like if it's kind of like looks like yeah, cryo characters. Like yeah, it's like it's your kind of like yeah, not only favorite characters but like your most powerful characters. Alright, so yeah, let's continue this one. This one with Sucrose, I would say, so yeah, let's just do it.
Frosting, the pinnacle of excellence. Animal test 60
Yeah, the damage is crazy actually. You know why is that?
Absorption test. Show no mercy. Animal test 60 away.
Let's say yes.
Open up.
Off to the freezer. Time to shine. Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Get to work.
Stop the rotation a little bit.
Animal test 6308.
Yeah, she'll destroy like any time.
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive. A burst of flavor. Absorption test. Show no mercy. Citlali, Swirl, Mark 2.
And you know what? This team is way comfortable than this chasca. You know what's that? This team is way more comfortable than with chasca. Because chasca has limits when it comes to swirling. In this case, Sucrose have no limits whatsoever. She is a catalyst. Okay, let's continue. Literally, I'm very lucky with Cryo. Yeah, that's true. I noticed that. Even ZZZ, my Miyabi isn't in for real. That's I noticed that though. But yeah, congrats. Like, why not? Like, if Cryo likes you, it's actually great. You know, at least some element. You know, because I maybe. Alright, so yeah guys, you can use this team easily. Let me continue. I want to do like second half.
Hands where I can see 'em. Final warning. Controlled breathing. Let's
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
Hero incoming! Yeah! Kapow! Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt! You asked for it! Drop your weapon! Quick as a flash!
Light of the blazing sun!
Hi! Hero incoming! Oof! Kapow! Hi! Yeah! Final warning! Controlled breathing! On my mark!
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming!
In case of Constellation 6, by the way, I can finish it without
Light it
like
up.
getting that second healer. I saw a video on Miyabi. She's single-handed destroyed. Yeah, Miyabi is extremely powerful, by the way. Alright, so yeah, let's try this one again.
Animal test 6308. Fulfill our path. Suffer the
Deuce on the loose!
time to shine.
This team is better than Chasca team.
Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulate.
Get to work! Up to the freezer! A burst of
I don't know like about the boss.
Let my name echo in song. You two. Time to absorption test. Stand clear.
The pinnacle of excellence!
Yoo-hoo! Absorption test.
I want to preserve our mark. Yeah, it's a cool team actually. You can avoid using Chasca. You can go Sucrose, and you will be alright actually, because yeah, just amazing. I didn't expect that. This team. So yeah, guys, if you like, you actually can maybe go with Shinchu as well. I will try with Shinchu instead of like maybe Furina. And yes, Sucrose, Shinchu, Escoffier, and maybe Rosa in this case. Not a great option, to be honest.
Heads up! Hands where I can see 'em.
Rise with the sun!
Quick as a flash.
Rest from the sky!
Justice o'clock! Yeah! Heads up! Charge! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Stop right there! Forward first! On my mark!
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Stronger!
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the sky!
I have 6 pulls. Asteroids Aura, like total 8 pulls for real. Oh, you spent all of them? Oh, come on, dreamers. Try to save. You know, like, I'm not flexing, but let me tell you, I have 285 pulls. So yeah, my next is like maybe Lupa. Lupa looks actually crazy. If you saw that Lupa is just insane.
Strike a pose! Animal test 6308. Swirl, fulfill our path! Citlali,
A dash of frosting!
I forgot to use the burst.
let the world collide! Absorption test.
Damage is great actually.
Tip stand clear. Animal test
Yes, of
60
course,
degree away.
this part made for...
Let my name echo in song. Enhanced animal module. Show no mercy. You two. Tight.
A little amuse-bouche. The pinnacle of excellence.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
By the way, IFA might be extremely great, like in this one, maybe. Damage is great. He can even...
Strike a pose. Let the world collide. Animal hypostasis and... Suffer the wrath of the...
Off to the freezer. But first, the flavor.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Let my name echo in song. Absorption test.
Get to work.
Citlali. Eat papa.
A dash of frosting. The pinnacle of excellence.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Not gonna lie, it's so satisfying because you can... By the way, you know what? On the upcoming Spoil Abyss, you can easily use this team. You can use Sucrose, you can use Escoffier, you can use Furina and Citlali, and you will be alright. Always remember, like, many gamblers quit before hitting something big. Oh yeah, maybe. I have 20, 30 pulls, like, oh. But right now I'm like safe in WuWa for 5 days. For real, only 5 days. Oh my god. That is crazy actually. Alright, let me do some domain. If you have some, let's say like, yeah, like, you know, like, even though Escoffier can be used outside Cryo and Hydro, I would say we don't still have not so many options. Yes, maybe I can use Dia, you know. Actually, yes, let's try Dia. Just a second. Let me try like this thing. So yeah, it's going to be Furina, Escoffier, Dia, and
Ready to spice things up.
so yeah, rotation is going to be something like that, maybe. So yeah, and then Citlali, and since she's a catalyst, actually, yeah, anyway. So yeah, let's give it a try. But right now I'm saving, you know, like guys, dreamers, don't get me wrong, 5 days is literally nothing. I mean, I'm not, I just want you to like save more than that, because 5 days it's like, yeah, 5 days it's kind of dailies, right? And something you can get from the events. Just save, like no need to spend, because like, you know, like it makes no sense. Maybe you spend on weapons, which is actually makes no sense in my opinion. I mean, like, because yeah, when it comes to the gameplay, you mostly play with the characters, not weapons.
Strike a pose. Let the world collide.
Deuce on the loose. Look alive.
Fulfill our pact.
You two. Time to end them. Yeah.
I know this is a mess, but this team works. And yes, the Dia Constellation 2 is good. And the only problem is, yes, it's energy. What I would suggest you, dreamers, if you ask me, definitely, oh my god, definitely like save for like future characters, because looks like we're going to get Skirk, which is actually crazy. Maybe you want to get that weapon. Her weapon is good, unless you have you don't have Ayato's weapon. Ayato's weapon is okay. By the way, about the weapons for Skirk, if you are interested, like, yeah, her best in slot is a signature, that's obvious, but you can use this weapon. 5 stars. I mean, like, you can use Mist Splitter. By the way, Mist Splitter passive completely work with Skirk. You can use Ayato signature weapon. It's also completely worked with Skirk. And you can use this one. This one is super universal. Like, yeah, it's super flexible. You can use this one with any character, you know. When it comes to 4 stars, so yeah, This Calamity is good. You can use like BP weapons like this one and this one. This one is better. Other than that, standard weapons, Harbinger of Dawn. It's not a bad weapon, by the way. Yes, it's when it comes to damage, it's low than any other weapons, but mostly it's because of base attack. Because actually this weapon gives you enough, I mean like pretty good amount of crit rate and pretty good amount of crit damage. The only problem is the low base attack weapon, and because of that, so yeah, scaling, etc., something like that, it's just like, yeah, it's literally gives you so small damage. In Genshin I save much a lot products, like no gambling problem. Okay, I hope so. Okay, where's now I'm safe, like, yeah, until Carlotta out of Diaz. If I'm not mistaken, Carlotta is going to be within like Rocha, so yeah, it's like new convince banner, right? Convene banner. Alright, so yeah, what team you want me to use? I mean, like, Dreamers, yesterday or like day before yesterday, you told me about Yelan team. It's not a bad team. I mean, like, the point is, since this character, like, elemental skill, cryo damage increased by 75, so yeah, it's kinda good for Escoffier. That's why I try to use, like, different characters to check how it is. Kazuha, no. Chasca, I tried Chasca. Superconduct, unfortunately, not for me, because I don't like, I don't have physical, yes, I have physical damage, maybe, like, but not so much. Oh, I remember what to do. Let's, you know what? Yeah, let's try. New spoiler base is going to be in a 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, 5 days, and we will go to. By the way, next spoiler base is going to be slightly difficult, but you can use that team. I mean, like with Sucrose. Insanely crazy team. My Carlotta deal like 1 hit 40 full charge, 150 initial burst, 75 resist. Oh my god, that's real, that's for real. 310k final burst. That's insane damage. That's why you can clear that all of the holograms. You know why? She feels like picky. Yeah, that's why you clear that holograms, because you know why? Not gonna lie, but I'm struggling like against those holograms a little bit. Let's try Escoffier on first half. The only problem is which team to use. Oh yeah, I know. Like, let's try xilonen. Like xilonen with this team instead of Sucrose and instead of like Shanling. You know why? To increase, to get more damage. So yeah, let's go like this team. Okay, so yeah, rotation is going to be like this. Xilonen and Escoffier to increase her damage, and yes, at last. Difficult. Oh yes, like like about like constellation or something like that. Yes, or you told me that she's constellation 0. I mean, I don't know how to like S0 or something. Yes, she's but again, like, you know, like build is so crazy, you can deal so much damage.
warriors!
It's time!
Yeah! Card! Yeah! Oof! Kapow!
She's so good. I watch. About that, yes. Like 1 million, you know, dreamers. Like what I would suggest you to do, if you ask me. Maybe your gambling problem, it's because of you watching a lot of Constellation 2 or like R1 characters. If you ask me, I never watch like the characters which is at Constellations or with signature weapon. Never. You know why? Because, let's say like that, for my account, it makes no sense. I usually try to use free-to-play weapons, you know? So yeah, I only use like signature weapons because of like testing and damage and something like that. When it comes to Constellation, yes, of course, if you have Constellation 2 or crazy build, like yeah, you need to be super lucky enough, then yes, but no matter what, like any Constellation, like let's say Constellation 0 cannot compete with a character with Constellations, that's obvious, that's normal. So yeah, and 1 million damage, most likely that player has a crazy build as well, you know? So yeah. I tried soloing Hydro Tulpa today. It was impossible. Which were like what characters? Like soloing Tulpa? No, it's actually possible if you want to, or maybe not. Maybe not.
You can't run! Punishment!
The abyss.
Bring it! Let me great names echo!
A little amuse-bouche!
A
This was
burst of
another way.
flavor! Know my sword! Witness the power of WuWa! Judgment!
Yeah, looks like Sean Link is dead.
By holy proclamation. The power.
Attack the frosting! Time to act! Rim cutter!
Shall set you free.
You can't run!
No, actually Shield destroyed.
Hear ye the word.
Bring it! Judgment! Punishment!
A little amuse-bouche!
Know my sword! Judgment! Off to the breeze!
Yeah, Shield destroyed. You destroyed the shield pretty fast.
Let me weave you a verse. You can't run!
The only problem is the damage is super.
Know my sword! Lights out. Witness the power of WuWa!
I think like I need.
Bring it! Judgment!
It's still possible, looks like yeah. Let me give it a try. Like yeah, but xilonen is not okay. You know why? Even Shen Link is better. You see, you notice that? Even Shen Link is better. Our 4 talent allows the active characters to deal 50 more damage. It's a 750 like I said. Escoffier skill duration is very great. I like it. Like yeah, you know why I like Escoffier a lot. I like Escoffier because I mentioned that a couple times, but still, like she has no animation, like no like let's say like delay between skill and burst. You can use skill and burst literally immediately. It's not like Furina. With Furina, you have some like small delay, which is annoying. With let's say citlali is the same, but with Escoffier, you can use skill and immediately press that burst. So you somehow like win some like couple of like fraction of seconds, you know, like yeah, but it's super cool. Vortex, skipping my chat? Oh no, I'm not skipping your chat, Yoni. Come on, Yoni. Vortex, can you explain how Yelan buffs? Oh, okay. Like I'm not skipping your chat. It's the same color, Yoni. Okay. Of course I can. All right. So yeah, about the Yelan's buff. Yelan buff is actually better than Shinchu buff, and you know why? Why Yelan is better? Shinchu's buff, you need to do full hit to get that swords active. In case of Yelan, you need to do kinda attempt, but like if you do something like that, you activate those swords, I mean her burst, which is actually a coordinated attack, some kind of. In case of Shinchu, you cannot do that. When it comes to buff, when you constantly attack with her burst, with those swords, you get buff by a 3.5 seconds, by a 3.5 damage every second. Nothing special. It just works pretty like, yeah, straightforward. But you need to like every second, and also you increase the damage by 3.5 up to 50%. Let's say like that. Let's say like that. In Overworld, maybe you can get like, by the way, the buff is up to 50%. Maybe in Overworld you can get that. Like maximum 50. In Spiral Abyss it's a little bit difficult to get. Just keep saying, because rotation, etc. The only problem is you don't need to switch the character. As soon as you switch it, you lose all of the buffs. That's a problem, because like its own active character deals one more percentage. This increased by further 3.5 every second, the maximum. So yeah, as soon as you switch, you lose all of the buffs. That's a problem. But for Skirk, for example, if you want to use her on Skirk, it's not going to be the case. Why? For example, with Arlecchino, it's a case, because you can switch Arlecchino and you still get that infusion. But for Skirk, it's going to be like you need to keep doing the damage with Skirk. As soon as you switch Skirk, you lose that enhanced state as well. So yeah, that's why Yelan might be extremely useful with Skirk. So not so difficult. How does increase? What does it scale? Oh, it scales on HP. Oh, like here, okay. It scales on HP. Let me show you my build. So yeah, I use this weapon. The only reason why I use this weapon is because she needs a ton of energy recharge. She is Constellation 0. With Constellation 1, you get additional charge on her skill. But, you know, I wouldn't suggest you to do that, because you can do different rotation. By the way, with Skirk, maybe I would suggest you to do different rotation. Use her skill, use your setups, then use burst, again skill, and then switch to Skirk. In this case, you can actually get a lot of particle. Just keep that in mind. So it's kind of like, yeah, double skill, something like that. It's actually best, I would say, best rotation. Scaling like HP. So because of that, you need to go for HP Sand and Hydro damage bonus. Why Hydro is better? Because her scaling percentage is not so high. If you compare with mualani, mualani has about 82% or 83% scaling on HP, which is actually crazy. For mualani, you can easily go HP, you will be alright. With Yelan, it's not the case. It's better to go Hydro because her scaling is about 43%, something like that. But it's still HP. She doesn't need attack at all. And yes, she's like that. And it's okay. I mean, like, yeah. 200 energy recharge is more than enough. No need to go more than that. And that's it. Not so difficult. Pretty straightforward. The only problem is, yes, if you switch the character, yes, you can. By the way, with Newlet, she is not useful unless you do couple normal attacks before using his skill. You can gain some like damage, but it's so small, you know. You can use her with Shinchu. That's true, because Shinchu also deals the same, something like that, and you can keep it like Shinchu on field or like any other character. So yeah. Let me check like if I missed like. So yeah. My team gonna be insane. Vortex Score, Constellation R1, Escoffier, Furina, and Yelan. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. R1, so if you have like her signature weapon, that's crazy. But my goblet is attack. I need Pyro Goblet for Arlecchino. Yeah, definitely you need Pyro. Because yeah, Arlecchino needs that Pyro. Arlecchino deals like less damage because I don't have her signature. What? I hate this game. Why? Why don't they make a domain especially for Glad and like Wonder Troop? Oh, you know why? I don't know like how long you play this game, But back then, that was actually a great idea, you know? Don't give us domain and play the bosses, I mean do the bosses. That was a great idea. Now they implement that like strongbox stuff. So yeah, you can actually do strongbox glad and glad set and which one was that? And Wanderer Troop, yeah. My circlet is this and not. But how is this rotation works? Kirk, Furina, Escoffier. No, it's not like that. Rotation for this Zoro, for this team is going to be a little bit complicated, but I would say it's way if like it's going to be like that. Yelan and no, Furina, Escoffier, Yelan and Skirk, right? Furina, Escoffier. It's going to be like that. You need to use, let's say like that. You can use Yelan first, EQ. Then you're going to use Furina, then Escoffier, then or like Furina first. It's complete. It's up to you. But I would say it's better to use maybe. Which one is better? Yes, it's better to use Yelan to prepare some energy for Furina as well. So yeah, Yelan EQ, then Furina EQ, then Escoffier in Q, then Skirk. But Skirk is not like that. Skirk is not Q. You need to use Skirk skill. After that, you need, if you have enough void drifts, you can press Q and get into enhance mode. If you don't have enough void drift, you cannot get into that mode. Just keep that in mind. So it also depends. You can absorb drift. By the way, like her styles depends if you tap her skill or hold skill. If you hold skill, it's going to be burst DPS, like mavuika, let's say, or like chlorine, you know, chlorine burst. If I'm not mistaken, that burst is going to be like kind of like that. If you tap skill, then you are going to do normal attack. So you press a tap skill. If you have enough Hydro and Cryo, you can get up to 3 void drifts. You need to absorb them by using your charge attack or burst. And that one will fuel your energy. Because as you know, like she doesn't have, guys, like standard energy. She is kind of like mavuika, but not mavuika. Because mavuika can get fighting spirit out of natlan characters. In case of Skirk, she is kind of mostly like selfish, I would say. She creates all of the stuff only for herself. That's it. So it's like that. You never believe triumph points for I never get decent pyro goblet. Works. I think 141 enough for Yelan in Skirtum. Yes, but in this case you need to do different rotation. In this case, you need to do like something like that.
That goes into managing an orchard.
You need to use Yelan skill first, then you need to use Furina EQ, then you need to use Escoffier EQ, then you need to use Yelan's Q E again. You know, let's just a second.
Fertilizing the soil,
so yeah, like that.
making sure the temperature is right.
So yeah, Yelan's E.
Most important.
Then you do like Furina's EQ. Then you do Escoffier's EQ. Then you do Yelan's QE to get some energy. And after that, you use like Skirk skill to activate mode. Then you use her charge attack or burst to absorb void drifts. And after that, yes, like it's like kind of like that. By the way, it's going to be like not
always say,
spam.
No matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you
it's
get
not going
hungry.
to be spamming,
like
by the way. You know why?
Stack my
Because
plate up high,
alongside
squash
normal
it all
attacks,
down.
you can get couple void drifts as well. So you need maybe within fight, you need to do again like charge attacks, you know, to absorb them. Just keep that in mind. Her kit looks pretty easy, but it's normal attack, so yeah, you need to get used to it. So I would say it's better to use like Yelan E, something like that. You can use like in different ways, like EQs and again, like you can do like something like that. You can use Yelan EQ, then like Furina's EQ, then Skirk, then Escoffier EQ, then again Yelan's E, only E. But I would say it's not a great idea. You know why? Because you will waste Yelan's Q completely. You know, it's bad idea. It's better to use Yelan's Q before, like right before switching to Skirk. About the energy, yes. If you're going to do this rotation, you actually can go 160 energy recharge on Furina. You will be alright.
Strength
But
is one of
the
those
point
things
is,
where you gotta
you need
use it
to
or-
do that rotation every time. I mean, like if you missed at least one of the, like one rotation, you do like in different way, you can miss that energy for Furina, unfortunately. And again, don't forget about upcoming Spile Abyss. It's going to be without energy. Let's say some characters will struggle, especially the characters who needs and rely on energy a lot. There are some characters who can like actually be crazy, and Verisa one of those characters. If I'm not mistaken, Chlorine is one of the characters as well, but I don't think Chlorine is so, because you know, like it's mostly depends not on character itself, but it mostly depends on teams. Because if your team, like in general, depends on burst, but your main DPS doesn't, it's still a problem, you know? So yeah, you need to get some energy for your teammates to prepare like your main DPS to do some damage. So yeah, like we'll see. Oh, you're welcome, Zoro. You're welcome. And by the way, Shinchu, guys, you can use Shinchu as well. Wow. I need no, Bione, by the way, about Yelan, you can still use Shinchu, but in case of Shinchu, you better to use his own noblesse. So like instead of Yelan, you actually can do.
So, wanna train with me sometime?
So it's like what is. So yeah, in case of like in case of Yelan, you can use Shinchu, but Shinchu needs to be on noblesse. So yeah, because in this case you can get additional. You can get additional like attack, you know, which is actually cool. All right. That was, I sent the message. That's okay.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard.
Sigewin won't be good enough. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. You know what's the problem with Sigewin? Sigewin is a buff for your. Sigewin will going to buff. She buffs only for your Skirk and Skirk. She buffs only your Furina and Escoffier. Unfortunately, she is not a bad healer, but she is not for Skirk. Yeah, definitely. Furina buff increases on healing too. Furina's buff increases on healing too. Oh, Furina's buff on healing. I mean, like no, like it's FanFest stacks. Furina's buff. Yes. Like if you mean like FanFest stacks works on Furina as well. Yes. If you get 75% damage bonus, like all of the FanFest stacks possible, then yes, you increase Saloon members' damage as well. Dale will get great sense. About Dale, yes. You know why? The only problem with Dale, you need to farm new mats. That's the only problem. Because you know why? Yes, but Dale is going to be crazy. Dale will increase attack speed. He is a shielder. It means more comfortable play. Even though, by the way, as you know, guys,
Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil,
Skirk
making
will
sure the
get
temperature is right.
resistant to interruption, and the coefficient is going to be
You have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
0.1. And you know what does it mean? It means it's extremely. It's kind of like she has immunity to interruption, because 0.1 is kind of like second one after immunity, so, something like that. It's too much. No, it's not actually. It's not complicated, guys. Believe me or not, it's not complicated. But it's not. Let me show you. By the way, I can. It's the first half chamber second, right? Let me show you. Let me go without. Let's say citlali is a. Yeah, just a second. Let me show you the rotation. So yeah, the team is going to be like this one. Escoffier. Just a second, guys. It's actually easy. it's actually not only easy, it's the best way you can use it, because you need some energy. By the way, don't forget about Favonius. You need your yellow on would be nice to use Favonius. And about like 200 energy recharge, because if you go low, it might be a problem. Just a second.
Who's our target this time?
Rotation is going to be like that. Just a second. I don't have all of the energy, but I will try to do it. So yeah, you start your rotation with Yelan's E, then you use Furina's EQ, then you use Citlali's, then you use Escoffier's EQ to get some healing and yes, activate that buff or the debuff. Then you use, let's say, your DPS, let's say Citlali, right? Let's say Citlali. Let's get some energy and do some tests. No problem. Just a second. Oh no, not Citlali, of course. You need to use EQ again. My bad. So yeah, I will show you. Just a second.
Quiet now. Show no mercy.
Just a second. Yes, but Yelan give more damage, more DPS than Citlali. About that, no, it's questionable. Actually, I don't think so, and I can explain you why. Citlali is a Cinder City. Citlali is a TDDS. In this case, actually, TDDS might be better with Cinder City than Yelan's buff. Just keep that in mind. And also, at the same time, she might be good battery for Escoffier. So yeah, you can't go without Yelan. You can't go without Yelan. It still depends on enemies. I'll try this rotation. Yelan EQ, Furina QE, Escoffier EQ, Skirk rotation. What? Tell me, if this way Yelan and Furina buff can be unlimited, but it's yes, you can, but you know, Zoro, it's better to do like different rotation. I need to sleep now. Okay, sure, make it. Okay, no problem. Oh, no problem. We will sleep well. So yeah, anyway, let me show you the rotation.
Take it easy.
I hope like, yeah, it's possible to do that, but still, because like, you know, like she still has, like Yelan has some cooldown on her skill.
Gotcha. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song. Goose on the loose.
Something like that, then you just like
get to work.
and spam it normal. And you see the damage. Damage is crazy as hell. I mean, yes, it's a normal attacks. It's like if it's going to be Escoffier, Skirk, she can destroy this enemy like in no time. And by the way, you can use the same rotation with Ayato. Like if you have Ayato, actually you can use it. And if you notice that I got all of the energy back. All of the energy is back. Despite that it's a single enemy, you know? So I would say it's a maybe best rotation. I did couple tests, but still, it's still questionable. I mean, like you need to do some tests to get to it. So you can lower your energy. For example, for me, I have a more comfortable energies. You know why? But for example, Yelan needs so much energy, but you can lower energy on Furina, definitely. You can go maybe 160, 170 and increase her crit rate, crit damage. You can go low energy on your Escoffier, definitely. Like maybe something low, 130, 140 I would say. For Citlali, it's kinda like, yeah, in this case Citlali is not the case because you are going to use Skirk. And Skirk, by the way, just keep that in mind. Skirk can produce some energy, like she can create some particle. The only problem is, if I'm not mistaken, if you are within her burst DPS state, she cannot create particle. She creates particle only when she is in that skill top state, which is normal attack, you know, enhanced. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, the point is, if you want to spam her burst, you cannot get enough, you can't get energy at all. Alright, so yeah, let's try the same rotation but with different character. Let's say, maybe, let me check like which character. Yeah, I can go Shinchu, but Shinchu is not a great option. Now, new bullet is definitely not the option, but yeah, let's try like maybe
May
Shinchu.
knowledge
And
guide
try the
you.
same rotation, you know? So yeah. Because,
The important part of cooking is making sure that
or we can try new boss maybe. The only problem is, if you notice that, so yeah, since cooldown on her skill, it's a little bit like high, it's 10 seconds, you just, yes, you maybe lose some damage, I would say, you know? Yeah, second skill is away. Alright, so yeah, let's give it a try again.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
A dash of frosting. The pinnacle of excellence.
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. Let me weave you a verse. Know my soul.
Damage is crazy, actually. Yeah, did I get all of... Yeah, I got all of the energy, you see? So yeah, like, I would say it's a maybe best rotation. You see, like, you got all of the energy back. All of them. So, yeah. And Skirk, as you know, doesn't need, like, that energy. She uses different, completely different, like, it's like Void Rift's energy. And she needs to absorb that. So yeah, like, it's the best rotation, I would say. You need to just get used to it. About Yelan and Shinchu, you can use Shinchu, but you need to use Noblesse on him. In this case, for me, it's like, yeah, he is on emblem, Yelan on emblem as well. You can use, by the way, maybe... yeah, Yelan on emblem is the way. Because it's, I would say it's a best way to use her. You can go Escoffier on like other set, by the way. You know why? Let's say if you want to increase because red shredding depends on Hydro and Cryo characters with your in your team. Or you can go tenacity to increase, to get at least like 20% additional attack. You know, maybe. Because it might be the point is, you know why sometimes using tenacity is better than Escoffier's personal damage. Escoffier's personal damage is good. But since your main buff has such great multipliers and affixes, it's better to buff your main DPS rather than keep some damage on your sub DPS characters, you know? That's why usually when you build Furina, you go more energy recharge and pretty kinda like okay crit rate, crit damage to deal to have something, you know, like something like that. In case of Escoffier, you can easily go tenacity because yeah, it's actually great set for her, insanely great set. All right, so yeah, let's. What time is it? Game time. Let's do some like domain again. If you have any other question, guys, so yeah, just like let's try this one in here. It's actually a good test because this enemy, it's pretty annoying. Luckily, you can freeze him.
Quietly now.
Let my name echo in song. Off to the freezer. A burst of sleep.
Things are about to get dicey. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Yeah, like yeah. Let me check if I get yeah. You see, like you got like yeah, a little bit, just a little bit low on like. Maybe I didn't hit with the enemy. No, I hit. Like you need to hit enemy, by the way, to get particle. Because you know why? When you use her skill without hitting an enemy, she doesn't create any particle. She just doesn't create any particle whatsoever. Keep that in mind. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, when she has some constellations, this color is changed. I saw a couple times, so it's kind of red, etc., something like that. After Escoffier, he's not so annoying. Oh, that was here. But it's not because of Escoffier, actually. You know why? Physical damage, okay, I know. It's like, it's because of, actually you can use Rosa as well. You can use citlali. Just Escoffier, like Escoffier skill is so great. It's like constantly cryo application. So yeah, with non-stop cryo application, you know. That's why, yeah, like free, like if enemy can be freezed, then yes, like this team is cool. Okay, let's do maybe a couple spy lemon, but I don't know like which team to do. Yeah, we tried Xilonen. Oh yeah, like, but just a second. My, like, the run left. What about like Escoffier, citlali, Furina, Shinchu? Escoffier, citlali, Furina, Shinchu. Why is that? I mean, like, no, like we do rotation. Like, it's about rotations. In this case, yes, if you don't have Yelan, you can use that team. I will do the test, no problem. It's going to be kind of the same. You know why? You can use like maybe double skill. No, it's not like the same. You can use one skill. I will show you. Just a second. Let me do like this one first. Just a second.
Light it up! Hurry up, Grassa! Drop your weapons! Quick as a flash! Let wrath from the sky! Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming! Boot! Hi!
Rise with the sun! Switching gears.
Hands where I can see them! Controlled breathing! Start!
Light of the blazing sun!
Charge! Yeah! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! Charge!
Final warning!
On my mark!
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
Smash down! Yeah! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock!
Rise with the sun!
In domain? Oh, in domain? Okay, no problem. I can do in like, yeah, okay, I will do it in domain, no problem. Okay, so yeah, this team. I would say, you know what? With Sucrose, Xilonen is not so good in this team. Sucrose might be better. But again, let's give it a shot.
You can't run! Shiver! No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
It's actually a waste, I would say.
Yeah! A little amuse. You can't run. Lights out. Bring it. No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. A dash of yeah. Punishment. Body and off to the freeze. You can't run. Bring it. No, my sword. Witness the power of WuWa. Lights out. Judgment. A little loose. You can't run. Judgment. Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually it's possible.
Shiver. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Try to use after Shinchu as well. You know why?
You can't run.
Because Shinchu with Constellation has resistance red shred. Shinchu gives you Hydro red shred and also Xilonen red shred and also some 15 red shred. So let's say like this team is not bad. What looks like? Did you know that Escoffier cooking mech turns to a hologram when you aim with a bow character? What? No. Turns into a hologram. Oh, you mean, no, I didn't know that. You mean like if you like place this one when, oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. But it's a feature if I'm not mistaken. It's not a glitch or something. Yeah. Huh. Just let's wait. Oh yeah, it disappeared. So yeah, it's maybe kind of like, yeah, it's a feature. Okay, you like Dreamer. So the team you told me about, it's like which one? It was like, oh my god, I missed that. What about like Escoffier, citlali, furin? Yeah, pretty good small detail. Yeah, small detail. You know, like Hoyo, like about that. It's all about like small details, and it's also cool. You know, I like it. So yeah, let's try this team. Like Shinchu, but instead of Yelan, let's go. Let's say like, where's citlali?
Whatever you need.
Escoffier, citlali, furin, and Shinchu. Yes, let's try this team. I'm a little bit low on energy. Let's get some. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much for that. Escoffier, furin. Yeah, I copied that. Like Dreamers, no problem. I copied that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. We have some enemies right here. Yeah. Just a second. Oh, by the way, let me check something.
Off to the freezer.
I know that you can use Furina's skill and go underwater. I know that you can use Furina's, my bad. And I know that you can use Escoffier's skill and use chasca. Actually looks pretty crazy. I can do the video about that. It looks fun. Okay, in domain. So yeah, let's try. I would say, you know, rotation is going to be like that. You use like skill, Shinchu skill. It's kind of the same. You know, like it's kind of the same. But just keep that in mind. My Shinchu is on emblem set. It's not noblesse. With noblesse, you definitely will get more. You know why? Because try to use, if your Shinchu, for example, and noblesse, try to use that burst right before Skirk. Let's say citlali is a Skirk or something. Because citlali cannot benefit from that attack so much. You know, she needs elemental mastery. But again, you do something like that. This one, this one.
A little loose boosh. Juice on the loose.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain,
This one.
outline.
Show no mercy.
And something like that, and like spam.
Papa, get him.
You see, like, actually it's not so, like, with, it's kind of the same time, and I would say it's maybe even faster. And you know why is that? Actually, I don't know why is that. It was a little bit faster than with Yelan, if you ask me, but the same. Unfortunately, if you see that, energy is not enough, and the problem is, I forgot to use Shinchu's skill.
Time to act.
Yeah, the problem is you need to use her skill again, his skill again. My bad. Let me do it again. The problem is I missed that. No, like I missed that skill. The problem is energy. You know what the point is? The point is damage is cool. Damage is crazy. But you need to get attack. Okay, but it's attack goblet. I'm okay. Oh my god. Let me try it again. No problem. Just a second. Let me get some energy back. But the damage is cool. I mean, you can use this team anyway. But because you know what? Shinchu is actually incredibly crazy DPS character.
Fulfill our pact.
Alright. Just a second. Let me try it again. Yes, Yoni, it's possible. Sorry, guys. Hey, Icy, how are you doing? Yes, yeah, Yoni, it's possible, Yoni, because, like, you know, why is that? It's
Body and mind.
because that spile abyss is made for, like, for Navia, if I'm not mistaken. If you this first half, yes. All right, so let's do rotation again, because I messed up with Sunchu's skill.
No, my sword! Let my name echo in song! Adaptive frosting! At first, ring cutter! Huh? Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Oh, wait, yeah. My bad, guys, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, guys. All right, so yeah, let's try this team. Actually, this is a good team, not gonna lie, and this team is better. The only problem is like low energy, but let's give it a try. So yeah, it's Escoffier and citlali. First team is like, as always, kinda semi-overloaded teams with non-constellation 6 showers. Sorry guys, I just like, yeah, I turned off that microphone for a short period of time. Alright, so yeah, let's give it a try. So yeah, don't forget about that. It's blessing and also that buff.
You asked for it! Stubborn! Faster! Stronger! Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge! Time! Heads up! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Hands where I can see 'em! Final warning! On my mark! Light it up! Light of the blazing sun! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt!
Well, Stroke is looking more stacked than Mavuika. Freeze team seems to have more DPS than Mavuika. No, it's not like that. Mavuika is way better. But Skirk team is going to be good. The only problem is like that team is limited, not because of like Skirk limitation, but also it's only let's say only Hydro and Cryo, you know, that's a problem. But it's still like she's going to be definitely crazy powerful. All right, so yeah, let's do the same.
Rain, strike a pose. Time to shine. The pinnacle of excellence. Witness the power of WuWa. Know my soul. Show no mercy. You two. Time to end them.
The damage is crazy, actually, not gonna lie. Let's destroy the shell. Can we
The power.
A little elusive. Get to work.
Shall set you free. Here you are.
Yeah, you see, like, it depends on enemy.
Off to the breather. At first, sleep. Let me read you a verse. Know my sword. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Eastleaf.
Yeah, but this team is destroying. It's better than you left, you know? Come on, went down. This team is better than you left.
Rain outlines your
I'm not
fate.
going to use all of the stuff.
A little elusive. Get to work. Know my sword.
Oh my god, that's crazy team. That's a good team actually. Let me just a second, let me take a note. Maybe I will do like spiral a
On a
bit.
deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Because you can check my previous catch. Oh, by the way, okay, just a second, guys. Well, Skirk is looking more stack. You mean like this one? Skirk is looking like start. About that, yes. Like, like I see, yes. Like, she's not like that. If you ask me, I mean, like, if you compare with Mavuika, Mavuika's damage is still better because of melt. Yes, that's true. And also she can vape, and also she can buff herself. So yeah, it's a crazy amount of stuff. And also she can buff team. Skirk in this case, a little like kind of like selfish. All of her buffs is yes for herself. You know, she's kind of like. Xiao maybe. Xiao is also selfish player, as you know. She needs a lot of buff, but she doesn't provide any buffs, you know. And maybe like Wanderer. Yeah, yes, kind of like Wanderer as well. So no, it's not that. Like then, like YouTube, like just like I don't see any other. If you mean like Navia, it's only
There's
Navia
a lot
and
that
that
goes
one.
into managing an
like I
orchard.
see. I don't see any other chat
Weeding,
spice.
fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right.
Yeah, heads up. Burn it down. Justice will prevail. Start the wrath from the skies. Hero incoming. Look out below. Charge. Yeah. Heads up. Hero incoming. Rev the engine. Yeah. Look out below. Quick as a flash. On. Light of the blazing sun. Hero incoming. Charge. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. You asked for it. Drop your weapons. Faster. Stronger. Light it up. Wrath from the sky. Hero incoming. Yeah. Rise with the sun. Yeah. Kapow!
By the way, you can check my previous chat. Not here, I sure. Yeah, sure, I guess. Like which chat? Like if okay, like yeah. If you want it, like yeah, you can like okay. All right. So yeah, this team again. This team is actually cool. Let's try. It's like yeah. Let's try it again.
Off to the freezer. The pinnacle of excellence. Witness the power of WuWa. Show no mercy. You two. Time to end them.
Yeah, it's destroying. I don't know why is that. Why is so much defense? You need to start. I think yeah, defense is crazy actually. You know.
No, my sword. Let the world collide. A dash of frosting. A burst of sleep. Let me weave you a burst. Fulfill our pact. Citlali. These
I messed up a little bit because I need to use that Shinju's. Demons, thank you very much for your team. This team is crazy. I don't know why this team is so cool, but this team is just crazy. Alright, so yeah, I will do that Spile Abyss with this team. Alright, I want to try last one. Then maybe yes. Guys, if I miss some chats, like, would be nice to like to write it again because I don't see any. Alright.
Hands where I can see 'em. Stop it. Control breathing. On foot. Light up the blazing sun. It's justice o'clock. Charge. Volcano kablam. Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
My strength is gone.
Start the burn it down. Oh, pyroclastic surge.
I think I need to start again there. Extremely powerful. I don't know why is that. I will check that. It's like yeah, I know that we have only one Escoffier and citlali, and citlali it's kind of like it's normal attacks. It's not. Just imagine how powerful Skirk is going to be. Just imagine. So yeah, you can use this team if you don't have Yelan, but keep that in mind. If you, at the moment, my yeah, Shinchu on emblem is actually not bad idea, but I would say if you're going to use Skirk, it's better to use Noblesse. I would say. You know why is that? To increase your main DPS damage. Okay.
You asked for it. Quick as a flash. On foot. Light up the blazing sun. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Heads up. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Final warning. Faster. Stronger. Start the clock. Rise with the sun. Wrath from the sky. Yeah. It's justice o'clock. Yeah. Headbutt. It's justice o'clock. Justice will prevail.
Was it support Mavuika did more damage than no. That's why I switch. No, support Mavuika deals low like support Mavuika's initial hit, which is like burst, deals more damage. Why I keep Mavuika on Tulpa? Because Tulpa it's super annoying and he can one shot Verisa. That's why. But if you notice, if you check the numbers, like I did the video by the way, like Spile Abyss, just check the number, you will see. Mavuika's initial hit, which is burst, it's better. But when it comes to Donut, it's lower. Varys deals more damage. Okay, so yeah, let's try it again. So yeah, it's going to be like this one.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo. Off to the freezer. The pinnacle of excellence. Witness the power of WuWa. Know my soul. Get to work. Suffer the wrath of Eastly.
Damn, damage is crazy. can't imagine, but why? I don't know why is that. It's way better than you believe. Not gonna lie. Just like the only problem is like its rotation. I mean like time.
Adaptive frosting. A burst of ring cutter. No, my sword. You two. Time to end them.
And you know what? Actually, energy is okay. Energy is okay.
Witness the power of WuWa.
Yeah, this team is crazy. This team is crazy. I will do record the video with that team. This team is cool. Yes, charge attack is less. What charge attack? Oh yeah, like yeah, charge. You mean like donuts? Okay, like yeah. Or like donuts is less damage. I like this team. I maybe will do like yeah. This team is cool. Not gonna lie. Thank you very much, Dreamers. Thank you very much. I didn't expect like so much, but you know why? It's better than Yelan. Even though yeah, maybe Yelan, it's not possible, but yes, with this team I should try Yelan again. The point is, she is on TDDS, which is actually makes no sense whatsoever. You know? So let's say I can switch to elemental mastery weapon. I will be alright. Because of shield, you know? Like yeah. Let's say in this case, after citlali you just switch randomly on Shinchu. Shinchu get more attack, but yeah. Don't forget about this like rotation. Rotation is going to be like skill, then skill and burst, skill and burst, then skill, then burst and skill. After that switch to yes. You will lose some time definitely, because yeah. But again, it's about couple seconds. Alright, so yeah, let's do domains and like strongbox. Hey Mirak. Yelan gives buff to active character based on her max HP. No, like no, it's not like that. Yelan's personal damage scales on HP, but she gives buffs or like with this talent. So it's about like its talent. It's fixed. It's not like scaled. It's fixed. So yeah, let's say like that. If you attack your enemy with those swords, which is like yeah, after using burst, every second you get a damage bonus up to 3.5% every second. Your active character. The point is, the problem is, when you switch the character, you lose all of the buffs, and it starts from the beginning. Again, like 3.5, 7, 10.5, then 14. You know. Then you switch again. It's 0 and 3.5. So yeah, like that. But you know, looks like Shinchu is better. Looks like Shinchu is slightly better. So yeah, I don't know why, but okay, I will try the team. Definitely.
Strike a pose! Time to shine! Off to the freezer! Boost on the loop! Rain outlines your fate. Eat Lolling! Eat Papa! Get him!
Yeah, like this team is like, yeah, the only problem with this team is energy. With Yelan you get all of the energy back, but in Spyla base you're actually more comfortable because yeah, enemies has more HP, and because of that you do way more like smoother rotation. Alright, so yeah, let's do strongbox, guys. Okay, bye bye dreamers, bye bye. Attack please. Oh my god. definitely will do this team in Spy Lobbies. Yeah. Yeah, time to bed. That's true, actually. Just let me check. None of them give me any buff. I mean, like, yeah. That's interesting. Alright, so yeah, let's do, like, I need some, like, emblem. I need some noblesse. Let's try this one. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. That's terrible. I'm going to do this flower later. I don't wanna, because I have flower and my flower is actually pretty cool. I don't think I can get something better than that, you know? And it's also like low, like kind of like, yeah, not the max one. Alright guys, so yeah, this is it for today. Thanks for joining. Tomorrow is a Sunday, so yeah, I will be online on Monday, so yeah, feel free to join. I hope they will buff Skirk a little bit. You know why? I mean, like, in my opinion, she needs some buff at her constellation 0, and she needs some nerf at her higher constellations, because her first constellation at the moment is just something crazy, you know? Like, it's something unreal at the moment. And also, don't forget about this weapon. We got like 3 weapons. I don't know if you level them up, like, but the point is, just a second. If you get that weapon throughout the event, you have some, you know, like, yeah, you can get double XP when you level that weapon up. Let me create, just a second. Let me do. Let me create couple, so yeah. So yeah, you know, I like discount is always okay. Why not? So yeah, sand. And when you leveled up, you see like that, enhance, gives you like more EXP by 50%, which is actually cool. So yeah, but it's going to be only within this event, within this patch, I would say, maybe. Alright, so yeah, I'm almost there. Oh yeah, good night, Yana. Good night, thanks for joining. Alright guys, again, thanks for joining once again, and bye bye guys, bye bye. I will be online on Monday, so yeah, feel free to join. Bye bye guys.
His recommendation is escape. There's a strange wander in your room
I will make you better.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.